guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole and I'm pretty new on YouTube. I started a couple months ago and I just wanted to introduce myself before I got into this video. Anyway, today I'm going to be making a first impressions video. Well, not really, it's just me playing around with the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. If you guys have seen some of my other videos, you know that I'm a very big Anastasia Beverly Hills fan. I love her products. I love all the palettes that I've purchased from her. I have not purchased the Subculture palette, if you guys are wondering. I probably will soon. I just thought I wouldn't be able to blend out the eyeshadows how everybody that is good at blending eyeshadows that made it work would be able to. But I do have the Prism palette. I have the Modern Renaissance palette, which is my favorite palette, and now I have the Soft Glam palette. And it has the same formula as the Modern Renaissance palette, so I'm sure that I'll like this palette as much as I like my Modern Renaissance palette. But you know, we'll see what happens. I will continue to use it and give you a more educated, formulated opinion on this palette. Also, I want to do what I did with my Modern Renaissance and my Prism palette, which is create different looks with the palette, so you guys have, you know, different ways to use the same palette, because obviously you don't need all of this. I have all of these palettes because I am a YouTuber now and I feel like I need to review these products for the consumer. But if you are just a regular person, there's no reason for you to have all this product. So save your money, and if you guys are looking for a palette for everyday use, Soft Glam is probably the best one. It's a little bit less intense than the Modern Renaissance palette, and I feel like everyday people could use it. So without further ado, if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you guys like these kinds of videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. I will be trying to put out a new video every single week. I don't know what day yet, but I will keep you guys posted on that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye! Okay, so I am going to be doing a full face, and I know it kind of gets repetitive on my channel when I do full faces because I kind of tend to use the same products, but in this video, I tried out a new way of priming my face, so that's why I want to show it to you guys. I was gonna wear this look all day. I had a shift that day. My shifts are 8 hours long, so I need my makeup to stay intact for those 8 hours. And the way I like to prime my face when I know I need to have it on for a really long time and I don't want it to, you know, move around or make me look greasy, because even though I do have dry skin, I do live in Florida and the humidity can make anyone look greasy. So I'm gonna be using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion to moisturize my face, and then I'm gonna go in with my favorite primer, which is the OC8 primer. It is a mattifying primer, and I got this on Amazon. I've said this time and time again that this really keeps my face looking matte but not too flat. That rhymed. Anyway, I apologize for that suitcase. I just got back from vacation and I have not gotten my life together, and I really need to do laundry, but you know, I apologize for that eyesore in my video. But whatever, it's life. I'm sure everybody has gone through that point. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with another primer. I'm using the Professional by Benefit, and I'm just going to be placing that on my T-zone because I do get a little bit oily on my T-zone. And like I said, I live in Florida, and I really wanted my makeup to stay all night. So I like doing this when I know that I want my makeup to stay, basically. I don't do it all the time. Like if I just wore makeup on a night out, or if I just put it on before I go to school, I don't do this step. But today I'm going to do it because I wanted my makeup to stay for 8 hours. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation at the moment, which is the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I am in the shade 190, and I'm just gonna be placing like 3 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna go directly in with my beauty sponge. The beauty sponge I use is from Real Techniques. I know that before I was putting on foundation with a brush and then buffing it out with my beauty sponge, but I found that this is way faster and it gives me the result that I want. And like, you know, I've mentioned that this foundation takes a little while to blend in, but I really like the finish and that's why I continue to use it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that when I am buffing out my foundation, especially with the Fenty Beauty one, because I feel like it's really heavy. I know some people say that it's buildable, it's like medium coverage, but I think it's full coverage. I have to really get into the crevices of my face to blend in the foundation. I really like the finish of the foundation, that's why I always use it. But as I mentioned in the video where I tested it out, it takes a while for me to blend it because I don't want my foundation to be looking like a mask. And if it looks like a mask, it kind of like breaks through here. That's the only problem I have with this foundation, but other than that, like, it covers everything that I want to be covered, and that's why I use it all the time. Like, I've been reaching for it all the time. But if you guys do have this foundation, just make sure that you're blending out this part, or like if you have any like fine lines or wrinkles in your face, a little bit more, because I know that a lot of people kind of miss that step. So I just do that, and then I go in with this NYX multi-purpose brush and just buff in my foundation to my skin. Because I don't know, I just feel like it gives me the best possible finish, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so now I'm gonna attempt to describe how I do my eyebrows. So I'm taking this spoolie, this is on the back of an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, and then I'm gonna be taking my MAC eyebrow brush, which is the MAC. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I have no idea because, oh actually, yes I do. It is the 266 SE brush, and I'm gonna be wetting it with my Clinique Moisture Surge facial spray. I usually use rose water, but I couldn't find it. But any spray would work. If you have the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, I find that it works a lot better when you wet your brush. Sometimes it kind of gets dried out. But anyway, I'm going to be going in, kind of drawing the outline of my eyebrow. And what I like to do is kind of make my end of my eyebrow, my tail, a little bit longer, because I don't have that much of definition from my blonde hairs that are on my eyebrows. So I just draw a line, kind of like shaping out the eyebrow, not just going in and putting the product on it, but shaping out the eyebrow. And after I shape out the shape that I want, I go in with the pomade and I fill in my eyebrows. And it takes me forever because I have no eyebrows before I put on product on them. And after I put on the pomade, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be using MAC Espresso to do this. I'm gonna be using that same brush, and I'm just gonna be applying MAC Espresso where I applied the pomade, just to darken up my eyebrows a little bit, just to give them more definition. And I try to stick to the ends of my eyebrows. I like having that Instagram ombre look. I don't like having a lot of eyebrows in the center of my eyes. So now I'm going to go in with some concealer to shape my brows even more. And I'm going to go in with some MAC Studio Fix concealer. This is not the creamy concealer. This is not like a really watery based concealer. This is a really heavy concealer that I would never put under my eyes. I usually use this concealer to cover up anything that's kind of dark, or if I have like a strong acne breakout, I will use this, a little bit of it, on that certain spot, but I would never use this under my eyes. I don't think this concealer is meant for that, but I do use it to shape my eyebrows. I also use it as my eyelid primer. But anyway, I'm using a Real Techniques detail brush to shape them, and after I go in with the concealer, I'm just going to use my pinkies to blend that all out. And after I do that and make weird faces, I'm going to pick up that spoolie that I used in the beginning and brush my eyebrows through. I'm telling you, my eyebrows are a job, man. They're a job. And then I'm going to go pick up a little bit more eyeshadow and just place it on the tail of my eyebrow because I wasn't really too happy with how it turned out. I'm using feathery strokes to do so. And then I'm going to pick up this Tupuli again to create that ombre look that I was talking about before. And finally, I am happy with my eyebrows. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing some highlighting. I'm using my NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Creme Brulee, and I'm going to be placing that on my T-zone and under my eyes. I like this when I'm doing a full face look because I feel that it gives me more like definition in my face. I like that, you know, Kim Kardashian 2014 highlight that's really bright under the eyes. I like it. I know it's not everybody's preference, but I enjoy it, and that's why I do it. I just wanted to mention that I forgot about my NARS Creamy Concealer because I was so stuck on Tarte Shape Tape. But after the whole Shape Tape foundation scenario, I kind of got thrown off by the brand because I was so excited about the foundation and I wanted to review it. But then when it came out, I really thought about buying it, and I thought, well, if I can't review it for a large audience that might want to try this foundation, I'm not going to do it at all. Because let's face it, there's a million people out there with my complexion, and that's not the market that needs it the most. If you look at the wide variety of foundations out there, it's harder for somebody of a color or deeper skin to find their shade, and it's so easy for me. So that's a topic for another video. I just wanted to mention it real quick. But anyway, I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup highlighting stick, and I'm just going to be placing that where I usually highlight. And then I'm going to be blending it out with my beauty sponge. And I'm doing this before I set my concealer because you should not use creams after powders. So I'm going to be powdering my face after I apply this highlighting stick. And after I blend out my highlighting stick, I'm going to go in with Too Faced Prep and Prime powder. And I'm just going to be using my NYX multi-purpose brush and placing that where I applied my NARS concealer. Alright, so now for the fun part, eyeshadow. So, I'm going to be priming my eyes with that matte concealer, as I said before, and I'm going to be using tape today because I want to create that sharp line. And, yeah, I'm just going to be applying that on my eyelids, and after I apply that, I'm going to be blending that out with my beauty sponge. If you haven't noticed, I blend out everything with my beauty sponge. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with the star of the show today, which is my Soft Glam palette. A funny story about my palette. I went to buy it, I went to Sephora, and so excited that they had it at my Sephora. And I get home, ready to use it, and it was completely shattered. So I had to go back the next day and repurchase another one. Anyway, I'm glad that my second one was not shattered. I'm going to go in with my Sigma F63. No, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going in with my Sigma E38 brush, actually. This is my favorite blending brush. I go back and forth from my Sigma E38 and my Sigma F63. My E38 is my diffuse crease brush, and that's what I do with it. I diffuse my crease with this brush. I really like Sigma brushes. I think they're one step below MAC brushes, and I do have MAC brushes, so I think they're a little bit tougher than MAC brushes, but I do think that they do a great job. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with the shade Orange Soda, and I'm gonna be placing that on my crease in windshield wiper motions, building up my eyeshadows. I'm basically gonna be using all the warm brown tones in this palette to create my look today. Okay, so after I apply Orange Soda, I'm gonna be applying the shade Burnt Orange, and I'm gonna be applying that right on top of the Orange Soda shade, and I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E39 brush. This is my buff and blend brush, and I just, you know, want to make sure that I'm building up the colors, because sometimes when I use the same brush, they kind of start looking muddy on my eyes because I have blended in all the eyeshadows with one brush. And then I'm gonna go in with my E38 again. I keep wiping it off if I want to use it because I don't want it to look muddy, like I said. And I'm gonna be going in with the shade Rustic. And I'm going to be, no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go in with Rustic yet. I'm going in with Sienna. I'm going in with Sienna on the outer corners of my eyes, and I'm just gonna be pulling that until I get that definition that I want. I want it to look really dark at the ends, so I'm just gonna be going over the other browns in windshield wiper motions, but I'm not bringing in Sienna all the way into my inner corner, if that makes any sense. And then I'm gonna go in with that Buff and Blend brush again, and I'm just gonna be diffusing the outer corners of my eyes to make it more even. And here I am using my Sigma E71 brush. This is a highlight diffuser brush. This is great for what I'm doing here. I think I mentioned this in another video, but I can clean up so many mistakes with this brush. I stand by it. I freaking love this brush when I feel like it's looking way too muddy, more towards my brow bone. I just go in with this with my Sigma E71 brush and cleaning it up, and it does what it says. It highlights the top part of my eyes without messing up where I want it to look smoky. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Rustic on top of that Sienna, and I'm just gonna be adding in the browns to make it look more rustic. I know that it kind of seems repetitive to be adding all these browns, but I think it adds dimension when you go in with all these browns and then you add them together, because it makes it look buildable, if that makes any sense. That's why I go in with a little product and a little product and a little product until I get my final result. After I go in with the shade Rustic, I'm going to go in with the shade Cypress Umber. This is a really dark brown shade, and I'm going to go in with my E38 brush, and I'm just going to be placing that at the outer corners of my eyes, just like I did with Sienna. And I'm just going to be blending that and buffing it out until I get the smoky look that I am going for. See, you can really see here. I just picked up this Kirkland blending brush because it was clean, to diffuse the outer corners of my eye. And then I'm going to be picking up my F63 Sigma brush, and I'm just going to be blending out a little bit more on the outer corners of my eye. I'm picking up a little bit more of that Cypress Umber because I wanted it a little bit darker, and I know it kind of looks kind of crazy right now, but I promise the finished product will be fine. And then I'm picking up my F63, and I'm blowing a little bit of product out of it because I don't want to be picking up too much. And I'm just going to be like making sure that I get all the crevices of my eye. Alright, so now to blend out the top of my eyeshadow, near where my brow bone is, I'm gonna be picking up my Sigma highlight diffuser brush, which is my E71, and like I said before, I love this brush to do so, and I'm just gonna be doing this in windshield wiper motions only on the top of my lid, as you can see here, just to make sure that it's lighter and it goes darker more towards my waterline where I'm gonna be placing my eyeliner. And you know, I like the tape because I can be as messy as I want, and when I take the tape off, it's gonna look sharp. Then I'm gonna be picking up my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, and I'm gonna be picking up my Real Techniques Detailer brush, and I'm gonna be placing my concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna be picking it up with that little detail brush, and I'm just going to be outlining the crease of my eye where I'm gonna add my shimmer shade. This is a half cut crease. I barely ever do a full cut crease because I like the smoky eye. I like when my eyes have the outer corners with a darker color. And that's why I tend to do half cut creases most of the time. And now I'm going to be using the brush that came in the palette. I'm going to be using the flat side of it, and I'm going to go in with the shade Tempera from the palette. And I'm just going to be setting that concealer in both of my eyes. And then after I am done setting the concealer, I'm going to be picking up that same flat brush, and I'm going to be going in with the shade Rose Pink. Actually, I don't think I went in with the one from the palette. I'm pretty sure I went in with a MAC one. But if you have a flat eyeshadow brush lying around, this is really good for these kinds of looks. I like adding shimmer shades with these kinds of brushes, like flat head buffing brushes. But anyway, I'm going in with the shade Rose Pink right on the center of my lid. And then after, more towards where I added the brown, I'm going to go in with the shade Sultry from the palette, just to add a little bit of dimension from the pink to kind of a darker pink. I really, really like the shimmer shades in this palette. I'm in love with it. The first time I saw the palette, I was like, I need to have it, and I need to have it now. And I'm in love. I don't know if this is going to triumph my Modern Renaissance palette. I don't know. We'll see. But I do enjoy this palette a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E39 just to blend out the outer corners of my eye, and then I'm gonna be highlighting my inner corner with the shade Bronze from the palette. And then with my Sigma E38, I'm just gonna be adding a little bit more brown on the outer corners of my eye because, as I said, I want more dimension and I want it to look really clean at the end. And this part I'm going in with my E71 to highlight the ends. And then after, I'm gonna take off the tape, and as you see, it cleaned up everything that I had worked on. And then I'm just gonna be going in with that Sigma brush and highlighting a little bit more, buffing out a little bit more. And then because the tape kind of took off a lot of product, I'm gonna go in with some concealer. I'm using the concealer that was in the back of my hand because I didn't want to waste it. And I'm picking up my Real Techniques beauty sponge to apply it. And this kind of helps clean up the eyeshadow too. And now I'm going to be adding some eyeliner. I'm using my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I love this liquid eyeliner. I was a diehard Sephora liquid eyeliner fan, but then I got this one as a sample and I loved it. And then I tried out, and I got one from my roommate for my birthday, so thanks, Jeff. This is a really, really good eyeliner. I enjoy it very much, and it makes it a lot easier for me to do my winged eyes with this felt tip eyeliner. Okay, so after I am done lining my eyes, I'm gonna go in with a mascara. I'm not using falsies today. I used falsies the day prior to this day, and they were really uncomfortable, so I decided to give my eyes a break. So I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes before I go in with my favorite mascara, which is my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I think the shade is called Black is Black, but this is my favorite mascara. So I'm just going to go in. I really like the brush of this mascara. I think that's why I enjoy it so much. I've been using it since high school, and it's my tried and true. I don't think I could ever like a mascara more than I like this one. But I wanted a little bit heavier lashes, so I am going to go in with a second coat of mascara using They're Real by Benefit, and I'm just going to be placing that mascara more towards the outer corner of my eyes because I was trying to mimic a flutter lash. Obviously it does not look like if I was wearing fake lashes, but it did the job. My eyelashes are pretty long as it is, so I don't really mind not wearing falsies. Sometimes falsies just feel really heavy on my eyes, and since I was working in an 8-hour shift that day, I didn't really want to do that to myself. And then I'm going to be placing some lower lash mascara, and I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Telescopic again because I think this brush is great for my lower lashes. I bronze my face up with a little Benefit Hoola bronzer, but I guess I didn't record it, so I'm sorry. But I applied that on the high points of my face. And then I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And I'm going to be picking up 2 shades from the palette, which are Moonstone and Summer. I'm going to be mixing them together. And then with this Smashbox fan brush, I'm just going to be applying that right on top where I applied that Milk Makeup highlighting stick. And now I'm going to go in with blush, and I'm going to go in to my Jaclyn Hill Becca highlighting palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Rose Quartz. That's the pinky blush shade in the palette. And I'm going to be picking that up with my MAC blush brush. And I'm just going to be placing that on the apples of my cheeks. And just making sure that my highlight and my bronzer are all blended in together. And they're melting into my face. And there are no harsh lines or streakiness on my face. So what I do is I blend it in all together, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge and make sure that everything looks fine and everything is even. And I'm gonna go in with Laura Mercier lipstick. I'm using, this is called the Extreme lipstick, and I'm using the shade Ruthless. I really enjoy these lipsticks. I think they're really great, and I really like my red one that's called Dominate. That's like my favorite red, and it stays at Royal. But I'm going to be mixing 2 shades. I'm going to be using my Bite Beauty lipstick. I don't know the shade because I cannot find that lipstick right now, but I will list it down in the bottom bar. I apologize. That lipstick is very tiny, and it's very easy to lose, especially since I lose everything. I swear, if my head was not attached to my body, I'd probably lose that too. And now I'm going to be setting my face with my MAC Fix Plus. And that is all for this look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And be on the lookout for new looks using this palette. I have a feeling that I'm going to be using it a lot now because I'm in love with it. But anyway, please let me know if you guys like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my channel. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I hope everyone's having a great day. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.